Jacqui-Lee Pryce for Shadowboxruk UK here at the Town Hall Hotel, Bethnal Green, with the big man himself, the Bella-Ricky bomber, George Liddard. How you doing?
I'm all good, thank you. Excited for Friday night. Looking forward to getting it done now. You know, we've got a big step up, 10 rounds, but I'm excited. You know, 29-2. Not many people in their 10th fight are stepping in with someone of that record, so you know, I'm proud to be doing that and excited to put on a show.
To be fair, I mean, you've been out on quite a lot of big shows, so was that kind of the grounding almost? Was that a preparation for you then? This is your second headliner now, isn't it?
No, so I was co-main event in Brentwood, but this is my first time headlining, so it feels the same for me, you know. Look, I'm excited, I'm glad to be headlining, but a fight's a fight. I don't look at anything past that, you know. This is all the extra stuff at the end of the day, so I'm just excited to fight. That's what I do, and I'm a fighting man.
It's funny because when you went up to do the press conference interview, you just seemed so cool, calm, collected. Again, you're somebody that had a big amateur career, and you know, people can go, "Oh, what are you harping on about that for?" But that is such a breeding ground for good fighters. It's a breeding ground. It's almost like this is just another day at the office. Would I be right in saying that?
100%. I'll be honest, I think the camps are harder than the fight, you know what I'm saying? So we go through hell. I'm sparring 10, 12 rounds, having, you know, GB fighters get in and out for, you know, one will jump in for 6. Last Friday, I had Ramtin Musa in for 6 rounds with me, then George Crotty in for 4. You know, back-to-back 30-second breathers. I don't play about, you know, camp's serious, and I see that always harder work than fight night normally. So it's just another fight for me, you know. At the end of the day, I'm in with a good opposition, but that's when you're going to see the best George Liddard, so why be nervous? Embrace it.
It made me laugh when you said, yeah, you had all those GB or ex-GBs, because I imagine they're like, right, let's get hold of him.
They are. Well, to be honest, Ramtin was the last person to beat me, so I wanted to get hold of him. No, I'm only messing. He's a good fella, Ramtin. But yeah, no, it's good to have them sparring, you know. They're fast-paced, you know, fresh out of the amateurs, so they're still not used to doing the long rounds, so they're fast-paced, they keep it on you, and that's exactly what I wanted. So I'm feeling strong, I'm feeling fit. There's not a part of my game missing now. I'm getting there. You know, bit by bit, I'm developing every single part of my game. So as all-round as a fighter goes, I think I'm getting there.
Yeah. You've been very active in 2024. You've been getting the work in whenever and wherever. Talk me through some of the highlights of this year.
Boxing in Vegas, you know, starting the year in Vegas. Like we spoke about in the press conference, I didn't see that as, you know, a good performance. But I got to remember, I was in there with an unbeaten American. You know, they're tough. They're tough lads, and yeah, he knew what he was doing. He come out very defensively, and it threw me off a little bit, to be honest. So, you know, that early on in my career, I had a month away from home, away from my family, away from my partner. It's the first time I've ever spent that long. I'd only done, you know, a week before, so a month was a long time, and it presented new challenges. Only 21 years old. I think everyone forgets that. You know, I'm not so much babyface anymore with this goatee, so everyone forgets how young I am. But yeah, I was only 21 at the time, so to go out there, beat an unbeaten prospect in his own backyard, you know, great accomplishment. So that's a big point for me this year. Obviously, the S.A. Smith fight, co-main event at Brentwood Centre, got a big crowd out for that, who's now gone on to win, you know. Listen, he's not the most orthodox of fighters, you know. People look at him and think, yeah, he's not very good, but that brings awkwardness. He's a very, very awkward style, and as he got one chin on him, you know, I dropped him 9 seconds in, and he still survived the 6 rounds. Started to come back towards the last couple of rounds, really giving it his all, so credit to him. He's gone on and won a Southern Area at the weight above now, so listen, I'm not here for the easy fights. I'm here for challenges. The last fight, George Davey, you know, only the one loss. Very close fight with another unbeaten prospect. You know, I made that look relatively easy, I think, in a lot of people's eyes. So, yeah, I'm here to take on these challenges. You know, anytime, any place, anywhere, I'll fight anyone. It doesn't bother me. If you truly love fighting, that's what I'm here for. I'm not here just to run up my record and, you know, get paid. I mean, I enjoy this. I enjoy the fighting.
It's interesting because you've spoken about the challenges, obviously, inside the ring, but you've taken away some great things from it. Would you say, though, that the biggest challenge was being away from your family, being away from your partner in Las Vegas? Obviously, it's super glamorous or whatever. Was that kind of the biggest test, the biggest learning curve for you?
Definitely. I think, I'll be honest, I really think it turned me from a boy to a man. You know, I feel like I was a boy before I went there, and then spending, you know, we was in LA for a good 3 weeks, then was in Vegas for a week before I got to see them, and You know, all of a sudden, I'm living with other people, but I'm having to do my washing, I'm having to, you know, cook my food, and it's new. You know, it's stuff that I've done at home, but when you've got no one there to lean on, do I press that button, do I press this button? As silly as it sounds, you know, you learn from that stuff. And, you know, I'm running up freezing cold mountains at bloody serious elevation in LA, you know. It puts some airs on your chest, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? So
Hopefully not on mine.
no, but like I was sparring with some great names out there. You know, I got good rounds with Bohachuk, the Ukrainian, who's now making scenes on the super welterweight division. You know, he's on this Saudi card coming up. I learnt a lot. You know, had some tough spars out there, rough spars, but we learn, and I'm pushing on.
I don't believe you've ever used your washing machine at home.
I haven't. I've never used a washing machine at home. I used it in LA, so I don't know how I got by. I'm pretty sure I phoned my mum to ask her, you know what I mean, once she'd woke up. But yeah, never used my washing machine at home. I'm very fortunate. My mum does that for me. My partner gets all the dirty washing ready, and my mum puts it in the washing machine, and then I just get it back when it's clean. So very fortunate like that. But yeah, no. When I get my own place, I'm sure I'll learn.
Behind every great man, there's always a team of great women.
That's a fair point. I'll let that one slide because, you know, I've got some great women around me, so couldn't do it without them.
You're very lucky. You spoke about in the press conference that you give praise to God. Do you think, you know, your belief in God, the more that you put your energy and focus on God, that He is paving the way and giving you more opportunities?
100%. You know, He settles any nerves that I have. He settles any, you know, dispute in my mind. You know, any troubles I'm having, I put it out there to God, and they seem to get fixed. So, you know, if you haven't come to Christ already, you know, it's something I definitely consider for anyone out there, you know, struggling. It's not really talked about enough, you know, mental health, and, you know, there's people out there struggling and you'd never know. And all I ask of them is that they put it out there to God and watch how they disappear, you know, watch how your problems, watch how your struggles disappear. He truly is the greatest, and I'll forever, you know, chant that forever.
I love to hear that.
That's good. I'm glad. We need more people like that, you know. Whatever faith it is, having faith is the most important thing. You know, without faith, the opposite of faith is doubt, right? So without Him, everything in your life is doubt. So yeah, it's helped me. It keeps me grounded, you know. Each fight, you know, I go through my camp thanking Him, praising Him, because a lot of people don't realise you can't just ask from God. You need to thank Him too. Yeah. So I used to be the same. I'd ask all the time. But eventually I started thanking Him, and then even more came. So it truly is special, and once you crack it, it's unbelievable.
One sec. I think so many people take at the moment in this world, and I think what's amazing is to hear you come to the realisation it's not all about can I have, but praising and being grateful. And in fact, hasn't that opened bigger and better doors for you?
Exactly. You know, every time, behind every negative, there's a I forgot the exact saying, but you know, there's something positive behind it. You know, these things that happen that are negative in life, everyone's like, why is God doing this to me? You've got to stop thinking that God and life is happening to you. It's happening for you at the end of the day. Everything you learn from these negative setbacks, you know. And I think that's what's happened in my life now. I've realised that, you know, behind everything bad that's happened in the past, it's brought me to where I am now, and I wouldn't be the man I am today without it. So, yeah, I'm always praising God every morning. I put my life into God's hands. I've got God's plan tattooed on my arm, and it's like that really is the case. I got that there to remind me. It's the only tattoo I have, and it's just to remind me that in the tough times, everything's God's plan.
It's interesting that you say that also, because let's be fair, sometimes those doors are closed so you don't go down the wrong path. Exactly.
Everything in life happens for a reason, and exactly that. Sometimes those doors weren't meant to. They looked good at the start, but when you get through them, it's not the right thing for you. So it's a long-term goal for me, you know, boxing. I'm not here to make short-term gains. I'm here to be a legend, and I truly believe that someday I will go down there in God's name and God willing. So.
I'm happy. I'm very happy. Someone you've trained alongside, Ishmael Davies, late change of opponent on the Usyk Fury card. You know, what's the guy's name? Against Sergio
the guy I sparred in LA. Yeah, he's a late replacement for him. So, listen, fair play to Ishmael Davies. Don't get me wrong. I'd do the same if I was in his position. I credit him for what he's doing, and I like that. That's my mindset, old school mindset. Just want to fight the best. Just want to fight the best, and I'm sure he's getting well looked after for taking that fight. So hopefully now, you know, he'll be able to support his kids and his family and everything. So yeah, all credit to him for stepping in and saving the game. So I'm sure Turkey respects him a lot for that.
100%. And also, let's be fair, one of the things it really solidifies in fighters, I think, is to stay ready.
100%. Listen, enjoy your time after a fight. Take a good couple of weeks, have your time, but you should be in the gym after that, you know. Even if you're not dieting, it's like, enjoy your food, but be in the gym, grafting, honing your craft, you know. Champions aren't made overnight. They're not made in an 8-week camp. They're made from graft in and out of camp. And I always live by that, you know, getting my long runs in, out of camp, keeping the weight off, but just perfecting my game, you know, those little bits, you know. From each camp, me and Tony will have something from the last fight that we weren't quite happy with that we'll work on. And I've seen nothing but progress from that, you know. Having those little things each camp to work on, it's just all round making me better. So I can't thank him enough for that. And yeah, stay ready. That's what I always say. I don't get ready, I stay ready.
Has he been calling you to get a few tips, like, about the sparring sessions?
No, do you know what? He hasn't, to be fair. But listen, Ishmael's a good lad, and I think that's going to be an exciting fight to watch, and I'm looking forward to watching myself.
Lastly, 5 things on your Christmas wish list.
Christmas wish list, car. Oh, do you know what? I'll be honest, I don't have any. Like, first one is just giving thanks to God, you know, and spending time with family is number 2. That for me is the biggest things for Christmas for me. I'm not one of these, I don't really want anything. There's nothing, I have everything I need, you know. I have my family, I have a good house, I have a roof over my head, I have food, I have a good partner who supports me through everything. What more do I need? Realistically, what more do I need? So Christmas wish list to go 10-0 again Friday night and just to enjoy Christmas with my family. That's it. That's all my wish list is. I don't have anything in particular I want. You know, money can't buy me the things that I want in life. You know, for me, it's about chasing these titles and going down as a good person as well. You know, I try to do what I can. So that's all it is for me. There's nothing on my wish list, you know, money can buy.
Beautiful. Listen, I wish you all the luck on Friday night. Looking forward to it.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you.